Hello, everyone. So I got an article from Automotive News here looking at GM's Ultra Cruise, or comparable, I guess, to Tesla's full self-driving. So we'll have a look here at the article, and then I'll give some commentary as well. So the headline is GM Ultra Cruise hands-free driving system is positioned as opposite of Tesla's approach. General Motors isn't promising that Ultra Cruise, its hands-free driving system for city streets, can handle every situation right away. Ultra Cruise, which debuts in 2024 on the Cadillac Celestiq, will tell the driver to take over through roundabouts and other intersections requiring complicated maneuvers, said Jason Dittman, the system's chief engineer. It also will relinquish control at the threshold of destinations such as grocery store parking lot or the owner's driveway. Over time, we'll grow this to where we're covering nearly every paved road, he told reporters. The limitations that GM is revealing for the system and its repetition of the phrase safely deploy show that the automaker is taking a different tack than Tesla, which is under investigation for accidents involving the semi-autonomous features it calls autopilot and full self-driving. GM said Ultra Cruise can tackle 95% of driving scenarios. I don't like this paragraph here. They're suggesting, well, media in general has suggested that full self-driving is unsafe. And they're kind of suggesting here that GM is going to do it the safe way. And Tesla's under investigation. So, they must have done something wrong and it must not be safe because it's under investigation. That's not the case. And they're taking a different path to deploy the technology, but they're learning in a real world scenario, which I think is a better way to learn. You can't simulate everything. It's impossible to just simulate every scenario and then learn from that and then safely deploy the technology. They're going to deploy it. There's going to be problems just like Tesla has, and they'll look at them and then they'll make it better. The question is, when you deploy it, how do you deal with those errors that are inevitable? So anyway, continuing here. Instead of just using cameras as Tesla does, GM said its system combines 7 long-range cameras with more than 20 sensors. It uses short and long-range radar, LiDAR behind the windshield, and a camera atop the steering column to monitor whether the driver is paying attention. Dittman said GM has not begun testing Ultra Cruise on public roads, but that the system will be fully vetted before its release, in contrast to Tesla's reliance on its customers as full self-driving beta testers. Real-world testing, which I think is better, versus simulated. How do you simulate all these edge cases of it's impossible. If it was possible, then we'd already have full self-driving because we could predict all these edge case scenarios. GM's fundamental strategy for all ADAS features, including Ultra Cruise, is safely deploying these technologies, Dittman said in a statement Tuesday. A deep knowledge of what Ultra Cruise is capable of, along with the detailed picture provided by its sensors, will help us understand when Cruise can be engaged and when to hand control back to the driver. We believe consistent, clear operation can help build drivers' confidence in Ultra Cruise. Ultra Cruise initially will be offered on high-end vehicles, Dittman said, while Super Cruise, which functions only on highways, has expanded to mass-market models such as the Chevy Silverado. Ultra Cruise will spread beyond the Celestiq, a $300,000 hand-built sedan, $300,000 more quickly than GM rolled out Super Cruise to multiple vehicles, he said. Because testing has not been completed, Dittman declined to specify exactly how much of the Ultra Cruise would be enabled when Celestiq deliveries begin early next year. Whatever we have ready to safely deploy at that point in time will be on the car, he said. All the hardware will be there. So here we have another promise from GM. Nothing today, it's coming tomorrow. In 2024, they said they plan to deploy this technology. What exactly it'll be, they don't know. They'll deploy whatever they can deploy safely. Also, they point out, all the sensors. It has 20 sensors, short and long range radar, LiDAR behind the windshield, camera atop the steering column, which is great, but until you prove it in the real world, it's kind of just buzzwords saying look at all the sensors we have. Whereas Tesla only has cameras, so we have way more stuff, so that must be better. Well, until you can prove it, we'll wait and see. And yeah, I don't think they're going to sell a lot of these at a $300,000 price point. $300,000 hand-built sedan. Okay, we'll see how much they can learn from how many of those they put on the road. Anyway, basically just another promise from GM. GM's going to have 50 million models of electric vehicles by 2030. All these, they just promise, all talk and no show. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on this one too. Anyway, yeah, I guess that's my thoughts on the article from Automotive News about GM's Ultra Cruise, a step above their Super Cruise. My name is Evan Bertrand. This is the Evergreen Channel. Subscribe if you like, it's free. And thanks for watching.